Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1340th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. This video has to come out very quickly, so I am doing it on Tuesday, right before the close, Tuesday actually, so that you'll see it for Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday. So it's for Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday. That would be July 8th, 2015. Remember, traders, futures is very risky. Trading futures is a very risky game. It's not suitable for all traders. You must have risk capital to lose. You know, just stay away if you don't understand this game. It's for real pros these days. Volatility is very expensive if you don't know what you're doing. Always place your stops. Let's get moving. Traders, our 1340th video is going to be an about face from last night's video, which got us all short. And bravo, the OMNI had a fantastic outing on Tuesday. But at some point, middle of the day, I sent out a flash and said, listen, we're done. I wrote it in the chat room and sent that out on Facebook and my social networking and said, no more selling. I think something on the upside is going to come. I'm going to show you two reasons, only two of very many, why I think we're going to be long this market for trading on Wednesday and why you should probably be too. You are looking at the Dow Jones Transportation Average. I have shown this chart live as I drew it up with its projections time after time, so this is not new for anybody. This was a head and shoulders. We projected it down. We got the projection, but it made a bear flag. I made a projection off this bear flag on this day, live on video, and from my chat room, and probably in one of my YouTube videos. If you look, we were right here. I put out this target, and this is what happened since that date. I'm going to update it live since I showed this projection for the first time. Here's what happened. Amazingly, look at this. I mean, a round of applause for that, or what? What more of a projection could we ask for? So, okay, great. We made a nice projection. Hoopla, no big deal. The idea is, look at what it projected down to and look at what today's low was in the tranny. And it raced up and put in an outside reversal day up, which is bullish. Yes, I see this bear flag right here. I am not blind, but sometimes bear flags don't work for a while. They go the other way, and then later on we'll deal with what's going to happen next. For day trading, for trading on Tuesday night and Wednesday, this looks like we've got some bottoming action, at least for a day. We're going to start off by buying dips in the emini S&P, as long as we close this afternoon strong. That's one chart, traders. The next chart I'm going to show you is very interesting as well. Let's go right there now. This chart I found during the day, which stopped me from doing any more selling. We took our profits on shorts, got out of the market, and I basically gave a warning that I think I see something to my OMNIX, did more research, and this is what I see. I look for timing patterns, and this is a timing pattern that I've been following, and it looks to be panning out, so I'm going to call it now, and this is why. You've got a very interesting average right here. That'll come into play in a few moments. Here's what I've noticed. This timing pattern brings us down to here. Let's call this number one. Let me get a little bouncing ball for us to follow. All right, so let's call this number one. Up to number two, comes down, but look in the fashion. It goes up like this and boom, back down. Number two, up to number three, down to number four, up to number five, down to number six, hits the average, and what else does it do? It puts in a bear flag that fails to produce. The market goes the other way on the bear flag after the average gets violated, so follow me on this. It puts a bear flag in. I just drew it for you in red. The average gets hit on number 7, and we explode. This is where it went afterwards. The same event is taking place right here. Stage number 1. Watch this. Stage number 1. Stage number 2. Comes down for number 3. Up for number 4. But notice how this was quick. Up and back down, like this one. Up and back down. Then it puts in this little almost head and shoulders type thing. Same thing happens here. You put in almost this little head and shoulders type thing. So it goes, woo, and it looks almost the same, up, down. Not exactly level on the shoulders, but it's not supposed to be isometrical. It's an art, not a science. So you've got this. The next thing it does is rally up, comes smashing down into a bear flag but hits the average, and that's the low. Boom, boom. From there you rally. Here we are now. Let me go back to my little circle here. And we've got this, which is this. It goes up and gives us this down to here, which is the next move is the head and shoulders. Boom, boom, boom. Then we rally up. After head and shoulders, we rally up. We come down, hit the average, and what do we leave here? A bear flag that is probably going to fail, and I'll show you why. This is interesting stuff. Now we've defined the bear flag a little more in red so you can see it. What happened here is this bear flag had a monstrous down day, turned around after that, and exploded. Here we had a monstrous down day. It turned around, it's ready to explode. It should at least give us a few power days up now like we had here. Boom, 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 a few in a row. That is what I'm looking for. That is called a repetitive pattern. We live by repetitive patterns. That is one. I am calling for the upside unless something dramatic changes. We are calling for the upside to start off the day, trading on the 8th of July, 2015. That's for Wednesday. Traders, come on down to livewithoscar.com. Come into my free trading room and allow me to help teach you how to read these charts. And always remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourself with trying to keep your emotions at bay is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and especially when you're in a trade and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, I'll see you all at livewithoscar.com.